All right, so here we are with the section on ratios, rates, and conversions. This is section 6 in your textbook. The objectives: to find ratios and rates, and to convert units and rates. Okay, so we'll work on what's called dimensional analysis. Sounds fancy, but we'll talk about it. Read the essential understanding. Here's a bunch of definitions with a few examples of what they look like. That comes directly from the book. Excuse me. Coke. Okay. All right, so moving on. First thing, you're shopping for t-shirts. Which store offers the best deal? Okay. So we're looking for which one has the best deal of all of them. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn each of them into a fraction. Okay. And then from there, we want to make each of them have a denominator of 1. The reason why we do that is to find out how much each shirt is, and that's going to give us the best deal. So this one turns out to be $12.50 per one. This one turns out to be like, what is that? 11.25. This one turns out to be 10. Each one of these is dollars per shirt. So it's pretty obvious which one is the better deal. Store C, you save a whole $1.25. Rock on. Yeah, okay. All right, now, using that information on that problem right there, what happens if store B lowers their shirt to $42 for 4 shirts? So 42 for 4 shirts. Is it going to be a better deal? Does it change? Okay, so we want this to be a denominator over 1, so we're going to take the 4 divided into 42. It goes in once. So it's still not quite a better deal. The 3 for 30 is still a better deal. Okay, so it doesn't change it. C is still better. Although you do get 4 shirts, so some people would argue that 4 shirts is better than 3 shirts, even though you're paying 50 cents more per shirt. So it's really a deal. Okay, conversion factor is basically taking from one thing to the next. So this right here, 1 foot over 12 inches, is how we convert from inches to feet. Okay. It's equal to 1. So here we want to change from minutes to hours. So I'm going to do 330 minutes over 1. I'm going to multiply it by the conversion factor, which says 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So I want the hour to be on top because that's what my final goal is, to turn it into hours. So this always goes on top, and underneath goes the minutes. So this is equal to 1. The minutes cancel. Okay. So what I'm going to end up with is how many hours I get. So I can cancel the zeros, and then I get 33 over 6. Okay. So what is that? 5 and a half? 5.5 hours. Now we're moving from kilograms to grams. So 1 kg is equal to 1,000 grams. Okay, so I'm going to do 15 kg over 1. I need the kg to cancel out, so this time I'm going to put the kg on the bottom, and on the top I'm going to have the 1,000 grams. So the kg is going to cancel, and I'm going to get 15,000 grams. Okay, so you see I'm doing these problems with the rates involved. That way I know that I'm going to keep myself consistent, okay, throughout. Okay, this one, there's a tower in Toronto, Canada called the CN Tower. It's this tall, and we want to figure out how many meters it is. So now we're converting between systems. We've got the imperial system, which is feet and inches, and we're moving it to metric. So what they do is they give us that 1 meter is approximately 3.28 feet. So if I have 1815 feet, I'm going to multiply it by, is the feet going to go on top or bottom? I'm going to pretend like I heard you, and it's going to go on the bottom. Right? So then we cancel out feet, and we do the work, and that's going to give us the meters. Okay? This is a true thing. The Burj Khalifa is the tallest building in the world, standing at 828 meters. How tall is that in feet? I'll let you work through that. We can do this. 1 meter is equal to 3.28 feet. So use that same thing for down there and see if you can figure out how tall the Burj Khalifa is. Okay, last one. This is converting rates. So now what we're doing is we're doing 2 units at the same time. Okay, so look what it says. A student ran the 50-yard dash in 5.8 seconds. So that's 50 yards in 5.8 seconds. And what we want to turn it into is how many miles per hour that is. Okay, so we have 2 things to change. We have yards to change into miles, and we have seconds to change into hours. Okay, so let's do the yards first. Okay, now we look up in the back of our book, and we've got the measurements for yards and miles. There are, I believe, wait. Okay, so the conversion here is 1 mile is equal to 1,760 yards. Well, I actually had to look that up. It's not something you use every day. So 1 mile. And I want the yards on the bottom, 1760 yards. So that's going to cancel out my yards. So now I've taken care of the miles. Look at what's left. All my distances are gone. So now I want to do seconds. So I'm going to use 1 minute equals 60 seconds. And then I'm going to use, see, I'm going to hours. So now I've got to use 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. Now we could combine those to be 1 hour is equal to 3,600 seconds. So, but it doesn't matter, okay? So I want the seconds to be on top, 60 seconds over 1 minute, and then I want the minutes to be on top, 60 minutes over 1 hour. So my seconds are going to cancel with this, my minutes will cancel with this, and lo and behold, look what's left. So now we have miles on top and hours underneath. Okay, so then we just have to multiply the numerators, multiply the denominators, and simplify, and I'll let you take care of that. Okay, what we could do is we could cancel out this 0 with this 0. So now we have 60 times 60 times 5, and then divided by 176 times 5.8. Okay, so, all right, here are our 4 checks. You can pause it, and that's good. I'm out. See you.